Well, welcome to another edition of the Accelerators program here. I'm very excited to be on, and I hope all of you are enjoying your Valentine's Day. Uh, there's a few questions we have even on Valentine's Day that our entrepreneurs want to know answers to. The first question comes from Allison Khashoggi. Allison asked, how do you deal with employees lying to you? That's the worst, right? When employees are lying to you. It's another question. My other one wasn't answered. Hope this is okay. Allison Kunyogi writes, digital marketing agency yesterday. I found out that someone that works for me has been lying about the work she's been doing and using company time to do other work that has nothing to do with the task I've assigned her. She also went against the confidentiality agreement she signed by using techniques and strategies I taught her for our agency's work for other work she's been doing and lying about it. Wondering how you've dealt with situations like this before and how I should approach this situation. Thank you for your time and expertise. Allison, it's a very short answer. You fire that person. You can't have people lying to you. You can't have people utilizing time that you're paying for and your clients are paying for doing somebody else's work. If they want to go out on their own, then they should go out on their own. And hopefully, you've had them sign a either a confidentiality agreement, which are hard to enforce, or a non compete against trying to attract the existing customers that she's going with. So I would definitely walk her right out of the building. I would tell the employees why she was fired so everybody knows it's something you're not going to accept. And again, she's hurting everybody in the organization, not just you, but everybody who works there because she is spending time working on something for herself as opposed to working for the betterment of everybody who's working in your organization and your own clients. So get rid of her as soon as you can. She's a cancer to your organization. Another question is from Heather Brockman. Heather asks, how do you know what questions to ask when vetting someone to perform an outsourced task you're not familiar with? I'm looking to outsource my Shopify store for my grooming company, but know nothing about this area. I'm wondering how and where to find the best person for this job, and also what is the best way to pay someone for a position like this. We offer high end holistic grooming experiences for busy pet owners whose animals are part of the family. Again, I love your business. I have an English bulldog named Roxy. She's my number one girl. And so I've spared no expense on her. In fact, it feels like we work for her. What they say about bulldogs, they don't have owners, they have employees. And that's what my girlfriend and I are with our English bulldog. Now, to answer your question, when there's something I don't know anything about, or I really don't know enough to make a smart decision, I go and contact friends and ask them, do you know anybody who has experience in this area? And determine how much experience that they need. My guess is that you're probably looking for at least someone with a couple of years of experience who's been working on Shopify specifically. You probably can also ask the people at Shopify who they might recommend that could help you out. And they may even either do it for free or have a paid for program that can go and help you. So I would also put it out there on Facebook and on LinkedIn and tell them specifically what you're looking for. And I would ask people what's reasonable compensation for something like this? Because I don't know, do you pay them by the hour? Do you pay them a percentage of the profits? Do you do a combination of both? So again, ask people who have used Shopify and ask them what they've done in the past when they've outsourced this, if they have any experience in outsourcing whatsoever. But I'm willing to bet that Shopify themselves could help you out with this. Caleb Coates asked, when beginning to look for funding and businesses or sale, should a person for a board of directors beforehand? The question refers to my interest in buying a few businesses businesses of the same niche from different motivated sellers to combine into one business. With my lack of experience in this, I thought of a board of directors with the knowledge would be of assistance. Wow. So if you're looking to buy businesses from people who just want to get out of those businesses and you're looking to focus on your particular niche, I don't know that a board of directors would necessarily help you in the beginning of putting that together. Certainly, a board would be helpful, and I would go with an advisory board because if you have a board of directors, then you have to buy officers and directors liability insurance, and that can be pretty expensive. So I would go with an advisory board. I would put together folks who have bought companies before and get their expertise to do it. I'd probably also hire a consultant who's done this before to walk you through all the ins and outs of this because more than likely you're going to buy the assets of the business, not the corporation, because you don't want the liabilities of the corporation or liabilities that are not even on the books or the owner doesn't know. Like there could be somebody who's waiting to sue the owner, or there might be something in court that he didn't even know was in court. So there's a lot of reasons that you want to do an asset sale, not buy the corporation itself. And you want to put together an advisory board, not a board of directors, and put together people who've acquired companies in the past. And I would also say the best thing for you to do is get somebody who has done this before, and especially in your field, so they know the ins and outs of what you're looking at, so they can determine if, in fact, whatever you're buying is a good thing to go and buy, and um, if it makes sense to buy this particular company. You know, I've worked with manufacturers who are buying companies, and then when you start to look at the assets that they're buying, they're really old and need to be replaced. And if you didn't get the clients to sign on and the clients to go other places, then what are you really buying at the end of the day? I mean, most people are buying revenue streams. That's what you're really buying at the end, or you're buying a patent or a trademark that you think has real value. I remember when some folks bought the Clark bar. For those of us who are older, remember the Clark bar was a great piece of candy, and then it kind of disappeared. And somebody bought the name the Clark bar and kind of redid it and made some money off of that. So that's what I would do if I were you. I would go and put together that advisory board of experienced people who have bought and sold businesses and find somebody who has bought and worked in your particular niche that you're going after. The last question of the day comes from Abraham Marcos. Abraham asked, how do I come up with my SOPs? I don't have any besides in our heads as to how we do things, and would we really like to make things easier for all of us. I feel this would give us the clarity to keep going and teaching how we do things as a team. I have an air conditioning and heating business in the Los Angeles, Hollywood, San Fernando Valley area. Thank you in advance. So I would say this, probably you should get together with your own team and develop those things. And also, I would reach out to other organizations that are not competing with you that can also give you input on this. So that way you have both your internal people that are involved in this, you have outside people who've done this before, and you can also go to non-competitors in different areas of the country and ask them how they handle this as well. So you've got three different groups to go to put it together, and then determine if it makes a lot of sense and it's worth the time and effort. Well, I hope all of you enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day with your significant other. Look forward to seeing you again soon. Hope that you stay safe and that soon enough we'll all be able to, hopefully in the next 6 months, get out there and enjoy our lives like we used to at the start of 2020. Take care. Thanks for listening today.